Good morning, Matt. Yes, we had some debris in the road on 128 South just before Route 9. So a harrowing moment for a few cars who had to pull over and get checked out, but they just pulled away. So that's clear now. So let's take a live look at the expressway. You can see, wow, it's just filling in. Our drive times are getting really slow right now. The vacation is definitely over. We'll take a look at that. You can see that long stretch of red there. And from Canton into Boston is going to run you 33 minutes right now. All those feeder roads, 94, 24, 3, they're getting pretty slow at the top as well. If you're coming in via the north of the city, here's the NECN Bridge, moving right over the bridge, but the Leverett down ramp is definitely slowing down. Slow there down to Storrow Drive. And if you're coming in from Metro West, here's the Mass Pike in Brighton. We're looking pretty good right here, but we're slow from Route 9 to about the supermarket in Newton. That's your Metro traffic report. I'm Lynn Ashmanov, NECN. Hi, Matt. We're still pretty slow, but I've been daydreaming about those 70s temperatures and thinking, here's our shot of 93 in Somerville. Soon all those trees will probably be sprouting green. So that's a pleasant thought before you start looking over at the traffic, which is still pretty slow. In fact, 93 South is slow from Spot Pond all the way into the deck. And even on the northbound side, we're getting some slowdowns from Park Street to 128. But the good news in this scenario, if we look at our map, we're starting to see more green in it. And from the border to Boston is running you 44 minutes right now. So that's down about 15 minutes since the last time we checked. Once you get downtown, the Leverett down ramp is full down to Storrow Drive, so be aware of that. If you're coming in from the South Shore, here's the top of the expressway. We're looking pretty good here as you come right into the city. However, we are still slow from Braintree to Columbia Road. And if you're coming from Metro West, here's the Mass Pike. You can see we have a lot of volume here approaching the Alston-Brighton tolls. In fact, we're heavy from the Weston Barracks to about this point. That's your Metro traffic report. I'm Lynn Ashmanov, NECN. Hi, Matt. We're definitely in the swing of our commute right now. Let's take a live look at the Mass Pike in Brighton. You can see that has filled in considerably since we last checked as we head toward the Alston-Brighton tolls here. And if we take a look at a longer stretch on our maps, in and around Boston, all the major roads are showing up red right now. And our drive time on the Pike from 495 to Boston is going to run you 47 minutes. Now in 495 North, we're also watching a left lane crash just before the Pike. That's backing things up to West Main Street. If you're coming in from the north of the city, here's the NECN Bridge. Once you get to the lower deck, you're moving right along, but further up, we're slow from Park Street to just before the deck. The Leverett down ramp is slow all the way down. If you're coming in from the south, here's the expressway. You can see lots of volume here in Andrew Square as you head toward the city. We're slow from Braintree to Columbia Road, and we're still following a breakdown inside the O'Neill Tunnel at Government Center. That's your Metro traffic report. I'm Lynn Ashmanov, NECN. Good morning, Matt. I'm going to steal that term, off to the races, because we're off to the races out on the roads as well. Let's take a live look at the Mass Pike in Brighton. You can see it's a beautiful ride into the city this morning. In fact, the whole stretch of the Mass Pike from 495 into the city is trouble-free. It's a 27-minute ride right now. If you're coming in from the north, here's the NECN Bridge. No problems getting over the bridge. 93 South is starting to see a little bit of volume from about Andover, Wilmington area into about 28. And you can see here on the screen, the Leverett down ramp is starting to fill in as you head down to Storrow Drive. That's your Metro traffic report. I'm Lynn Ashmanov, NECN. Good morning, Matt. We're definitely starting to get into the swing of the commute here. Let's take a live look at the expressway. You can see we're slower and we have more volume. If we look at our maps, I'm going to show you all this red that's creeped into our map. And our drive times have slowed considerably. From Canton into Boston is now going to run you 42 minutes. So that time has almost tripled. And you can see our feeder roads, 24, 3, and 95, are getting tinges of orange at the top too. One thing to be aware of if you're on 128 South, right before Route 9, we have a drive shaft in the road. It's causing several breakdowns, which are off to the right. Then you're slow from Route 37 to the split, so be careful if you're going that way. If you're coming in from the north, here's 93 in Somerville, zipping right along there to the NECN Bridge. But further up, we do have some pockets of volume past 125, almost all the way into the deck. Once you get over the bridge, the Leverett down ramp is filling in, but the bridge itself is looking good. If you're coming in from Metro West, here's the Pike in Brighton. No problems when you get toward Boston, but we do have some volume from 495 to Route 9. That's your Metro traffic report. I'm Lynn Ashmanov, NECN. Good morning, Matt. Things are still looking really good on our roadways. Let's take a live look at the Mass Pike in Brighton. You can see not much company here heading into the city, and that means our drive times are fabulous right now. From 495 into the city, only going to run you 28 minutes. If you're coming from the north, here's 93 in Somerville. You can see you have a little bit of volume there, but it's still moving very fastly. That's your Metro Traffic Report. I'm Lynn Ashmanoff, NECN. We are holding up really well, Matt. Let's take a live look at the NECN Bridge. You can see no problems coming over the bridge, and the Leverett down ramp, it's starting to get a little bit heavier, but it's still moving pretty well. 93 South, in fact, has heavier pockets from River Road to about 133. Our drive times are holding steady. They've creeped up just a tiny bit. From the New Hampshire border into the city is going to run you 27 minutes right now. If you're coming from the south, here's the top of the expressway. No problems getting into the city. We are a little busier at the split and past Granite Ave, and we do have some pockets of volume through Dorchester. That's your Metro Traffic Report. I'm Lynn Ashmanoff, NECN. Hi, Matt. Good morning. We're looking really good right now in and around the major roads in Boston. Let's take a live look at the expressway. You can see not a lot of volume here heading toward the city, and that means our maps are looking fabulous right now. Green in and around Boston, only 15 minutes right now from Canton into the city. All the major feeder roads are clear as well. If you're coming in from the north, here's the NECN Bridge. You can see not any problems coming over the bridge or down the Leverett down ramp. In fact, on 93 South, we only have some light volume between 495 and Somerville. That's your Metro Traffic Report. I'm Lynn Ashmanoff, NECN.